Hi, my name is Dion Inclin, and I'm a senior at the University of Arkansas in the HRDE program. This is Coaches and Mentors for HRDE 4333, my capstone. Not every successful person has had a coach or mentor, and not every successful person has been a coach or mentor. But there's no denying that having a coach or mentor can be beneficial and can be enriching. Sewing the function of coaches and mentors into the fabric of an organization can foster the learning environment, which drives development and instills a sense of value among its members. Selecting the right coach or mentor pairing can be a strategic tool for an organization, and an organization can use that to effectively meet the organization needs. When the word coach is spoken, the image that might conjure into a person's mind is that of a person in a sweats with a chain around their neck, a whistle at the end, stopwatch in one hand, and a clipboard in the other, and they're barking orders to a sweaty athlete. Now, that's true in most cases, but in the business world, it casts a little different image. What is a coach? A coach is usually a manager, supervisor, or more experienced peer. This person is on site and accessible and teaches a new skill or process and guides a struggling employee to be more independent and proficient. A coach also helps with problem solving and overcoming complications. Workplace coaching can be an integral aspect of increased job performance, professional improvement, and leadership development. 70% of career learning is achieved on the job through work experience. Coaching can contribute to 20% more learning, while formal workplace learning events, like in the classroom, only add about 10% of the learning experience. Such skills coaching has tangible measures with performance-based outcomes, which can be evaluated by supervisors and managers and factored into overall organizational goals. The coaching experience is most productive when the coach person feels a connection with the coach and believes that coach has a genuine interest in their personal and professional success. Coaching needs to be safe. Such coaching fosters a safe environment and provides a valuable tool for individual development that occurs within the gaps between formal HRD programs. And this supplements any professional development already provided for focused personnel outside of the broader workforce needs. The coachee comfort level and connectedness with their coach and feeling of safety is important. However, the coaching relationship is fundamentally performance focused and should be outcome based. If effective coaches do indeed want to contribute to their coachee's success and have their genuine interest of people in mind, and this might create the risk of boundaries being crossed into more of a counseling relationship. And this diminishes performance-based outcomes because the focus is taken away from job-specific issues. Managers and supervisors can mitigate such risks by pre-establishing expectations and setting goals. Keeping focus on these pre-established goals and expectations for the purpose of coaching connection has a greater likelihood of being achieved. Effective coaches want to contribute to their coachee's success, but coaching relationship should be focused on performance-based outcomes. Supervisors, managers, and peer coaches provide an internal perspective of the current organizational culture and have its goals and interest in mind. And they can inculcate such philosophies as new skills are learned and any innate talents are honed and unrealized capabilities are discovered. Coaches can benefit from their role. A coach's reputation could be improved. His or her own professional tool chest might be enriched. Coaches may also have an opportunity to learn alongside their coachees as they encounter and solve new problems. And coaches can learn from those over whom they have coaching responsibilities. Now, while their coaching duties are performed, they, as well as they juggle their own tasks, this can cause stress. And overcoming those boundaries can also strengthen and broaden their own career progress. Now, the downside to utilizing those in coaching roles is that such responsibilities are an additional load and they must also be managed by the coach while they are fulfilling their normal duties. Unless they're compensated for additional duties, the extra coaching load may not be enthusiastically taken. To assist with coaching resources for supervisors and managers, more experienced coworkers should be readily available as a resource for the bulk of the organization's workforce. Now, also to assist, an organization might also reach out to subject matter experts. External subject matter experts, or SMEs, can be contracted to provide expert guidance and can be an option for organizations that have a multitude of performance gaps. They could be solutions for small organizations with possibly no formal HRD program, or for sole business owners who may find an independent SME who specializes in coaching people in their field of business. An outsourced SME can also be a resource of third-party insight that can break the barriers of groupthink, which may inhibit managers from seeing otherwise obvious coaching solutions. Now, executive and managers can also benefit from having coaches as well. As professional careers ascend the ladder of progression, those receiving coaching become much less common. Only 53% of executives or even senior managers have formal or informal upline resourcing coaching available to them. And without such support, executives and senior managers can feel isolated in their role, which can not only impede function, but exact an emotional toll. As a resource for them, peer group supervision can be an option. A peer group supervision provides a safe space for senior leaders to share workplace problems, seek solutions, find personal support, establish mutual openness among other leaders, and impart value and positive feedback. This could also build enrichment and increase self-esteem among senior leaders. Managers making the promotional advancement or transition into a new lateral position face a failure rate of 40 to 50% within the first 18 months of their transition. Leadership coaching is not exclusively for C-suite, however. Mid-level management also encounter challenges which benefit from coaching. This is especially true when managers are transitioning departments where they have no experience or upward transition during the process. Management coaching mitigates the risk of transitioning managers from being set up to fail, provides a safety line when stepping into management roles, gives access to resources, new skills essential for new department positions, or offers security of coaching resource to provide managers time to build on their experience. And it also allows them to build credibility within their department while they manage and coach their direct reports. This also creates a culture of trust within their department. It's important to create a coaching culture that's accepted within an organization. When an organization promotes the value of, of coaching process as part of their culture, employees have an opportunity to have a role in the learning process. With that, employees feel that the coaching interaction is a safe process. And they also feel there's a partnership that is created between the coach and the coachee, where there's a shared setting of performance improvement goals. When coaching is an accepted part of the norm of the learning culture, the entire organization benefits. Now, what about mentors? Mentors are the fresh maker that, oh, sorry, wrong slide. Mentors. Uh, the traditional concept of mentors and their protege is that of an older, more experienced professional who provides emotional support and is available sounding board for ideas and concerns for their mentees. Mentors are a living, breathing role model who are present and available for their proteges to pattern their behavior and mirror their career-making decisions after. Mentors also have the permission to give suggestions, give advice or insight, or to help guide their mentees' career path. The mentor relationship has similarities to the coaching relationship, but is less function or problem solving focused. A mentor understands the requirements to be successful in business. Mentors can also impart the principles and philosophies which lead to their own success and impart that to their mentee. Mentors can also provide tacit insight and information to the promising, less experienced mentee. And a mentor relationships are longer term and dedicated to providing professional development guidance. And it can also help establish personal connections that otherwise are not made with the coaching experience. A mentor is different from a business coach. While it is professional relationship, it is also personal relationship where mutual respect is essential to the mentorship relationship. It's important to remember that a mentor is a confidant and an advisor. That's why it's important for the prospective client to find a mentor who they are comfortable enough to be willing to be open, honest, and vulnerable with, and to share their own workplace secrets, which will be held in confidence. Now, mentors and coaches should be part of the HRD function because it improves morale. Establishing internal mentor connections communicates an intentional investment into the personal development and talent and creates a bond within the organization. During the recruitment and interview process of a highly skilled and promising talent, having the availability of a mentor program as part of the personal professional development, having a professional formal development program available for organizational prospective employees can be an attractive incentive. And it could be the difference between whether a candidate chooses an organization that has a mentoring program or one who does not have a mentoring program. So who should be mentors? Mentors are different from business coaches. Now, while it's a professional relationship, it's also a personal relationship where mutual respect is central to the mentorship. It's important to remember that a mentor is a confidant and an advisor. That's why it's important for a prospective client to find a mentor who they are comfortable enough to be open and honest and vulnerable with, to share their own workplace confidence. Who should be a mentor? Mentors should be competent and successful. They should be problem solvers. They should be positive about their organization and its missions and should be people focused. They should have proven good relationship with other people and have a genuine desire to help others and a desire seeing others improve in their own careers and improvement as people. So who should have coaches and mentors? Should organizations only establish mentors for A players? Not A players, they're the top performers and should be a priority in succession plan targets, right? How about B players who are consistent and reliable producers? After all, aren't B players the core of most organizations and should be part of the internal ladder progression? Should C players be denied coaching opportunities and be simply let go? You have to remember that the cost of replacing employees should be factored into whether coaching should be considered for their employees. How much an organization not only invests in developing human capital, but meaningfully communicates the value of employees to the organization, places in their employees, could be a determining factor in retaining valuable employees or even recruiting employees. This simple effort can be the difference maker, which can give the organization willing to make investment a competitive advantage over others. Should only A players be invested in? Investing in both A players and B players are certainly important in ensuring organizations compete in recruiting and maintaining a competitive advantage. However, assessing why C players are underperformed is an essential part of the HRD function and should be considered. Father Flanagan, founder of Boys Town, says there are no bad boys, there's only bad environment and bad training and bad thinking. So, HR departments are faced with having an increasingly tighter operating budgets, and integrating experienced and trained coaches, mentors can bridge the gaps between training programs and give opportunities to address occasional or isolated issues that are not practical or cost effective to build and provide a broad training program. Formal mentoring and coaching relationships established through HRD programs has shown improvement in job performance, communication, coordination between departments, which increases organizational effectiveness and has positive effects on morale and overall job satisfaction. Thank you. Again, my name is Dion Enklin. I'm at the University of Arkansas, a senior in the HRDE program, and this is a Capstone presentation.